Here's the first look of Microsoft Edge on Mac. To download, I have added the download link in the description below. This is the dev build of Edge, so it's going to be quite unstable. Once you install, you can choose how your new tab looks. It offers 3 modes: inspirational, informational, and focused. This version of Edge runs on Chromium and not Chrome. And after a long time, after Internet Explorer 5, this is the first time that Microsoft has come up with a browser for macOS. There's a really good accessibility feature provided by Edge. Just right click, click read aloud.
My feed personalized top stories, news, entertainment, sports, money, lifestyle, health, food, and drink, travel, autos, video, politics, good news.
The read aloud feature reads out the text on the web page. You can also change the voice options. This is more like the Microsoft SAM, which we have known since Windows XP days. You can change the voice from here. Also, you can change the speed at which the voice reads. This feature is very good for those who have accessibility issues, and it is good to know that Microsoft has designed this browser with the needs of such people in mind. To quit Edge, pressing Command Q once doesn't quit the browser. You see a message to hold Command Q, which is quite weird. And if you're not fast enough, the message disappears. So to quit Microsoft Edge on Mac, you need to press Command Q twice in quick successions. To import from other browser, click on Import Favorites now. Choose the browser from which you're going to import and click on Import. This build is pretty much the same as the one on Windows. It has profiles to change your profile, save your passwords, appearance, and a whole lot of other options. So it's currently on the build 76. Bing is the default search engine on Edge. To change, go to Settings, click on Privacy and Services, scroll down, click on Address Bar. Here you can change to your favorite search engine, and if you want to add more search engines, you can click on Manage Search Engines, Add or Remove. To enable experimental stuff, you can go to Edge Flags. This has a list of experimental modes which you can enable or disable. This is not available as part of the default settings, so make sure that you know what you're doing. If something goes wrong, just reset all to default and it will be back to normal. To enable dark mode on macOS, type dark in the search, enabled, relaunch, and there you go. Microsoft Edge is on dark mode now. To install extensions, you can go to the Microsoft Store, which currently doesn't have as many extensions as the Chrome Store, so close it. To enable adding extensions from other stores, you have to enable allow extensions from other stores. Click on allow, go to Chrome Web Store, so here it says you can now add extensions from the Chrome Web Store. You can add an extension. It does say add to Chrome, but it actually adds to Edge. So it gives you an alert that it has been added. Now let's see if there are any ads. So there you go, there's no ads on the Google page, and for some reason Bing ads are not being blocked. I'm not sure if the extension is broken. By default, Microsoft seems to have added the web page monitoring, which is something that Google ads for safe browsing, but this is the Microsoft version for it. It's powered by Microsoft Defender browser protection. It's better to leave it on if you want to browse safely. To sync your browsing data across devices, you need to sign into your Microsoft account. So what Microsoft has done here is it removed all the Google stuff and added everything Microsoft. So if you're looking for a browser that doesn't phone Google all the time, Microsoft Edge is a good alternative. You can add one more profile for work stuff. So you can add work, choose one of the really basic icons, click on add, and now you're using your work profile. You can sign into your work account to manage browsing data across your work devices. Now time to explore if some of the frequently used websites are working properly, and if Edge is a good browser to use as a daily driver, even though it's highly unstable and find any slowness or crashes so far. So Google search works fine, no crashing, scrolling seems super smooth. Twitter loads right away. Scrolling is really good. Let's try playing a 4K video. I'll push this all the way up to 4K. I'm able to move across the video quickly. It's just that my network doesn't seem to be fast enough, but the browser is quite capable in handling this. Videos look super sharp. At this point I can hear my fans kick in a little, probably because of the really low power processor that I'm using. Wikipedia works fine. Looks good. Let's see image zooming. Looks good. DuckDuckGo works well. IMDb looks good as well. So far no issues. Let's see how maps perform. It's fairly smooth for a browser that's not yet stable. Let's go into Street View. Performance seems fine, no lag in performance. So let's push the browser real hard by trying some online games. So let's see how this game works in Edge. So far the loading seems good. So I fast forwarded a bit. Seems a bit janky, but the stability overall is good. Doesn't seem to have any issues. That wasn't handled so well, but can't expect much from a browser that's still under development. But for your regular browsing, it seems pretty stable. If you want to provide any feedback, you can click on the smiley icon here. Describe what's happening, send your feedback. You might, if you want to include your screenshot, just check this option and click send. Your feedback would be very helpful in making the browser even more stable. So if you would like to see any speed test comparisons or know more about the browser, just leave a comment below, and do not forget to subscribe and like my video. Thank you so much for watching.